And welcome everybody to the mj&ty podcast show. Today is June 3rd, which means that this is the first episode in the month of June for 2021. And we've got a baseball episode for you today, as you can probably tell by the title and the thumbnail.
Marc is really
Ty
excited.
decided to put us on a baseball field when he made the thumbnail.
Hey. When I was making the thumbnail, let me just point this out. When I was making the thumbnail, you were like, why you put us on a baseball field?
I never said that.
Yes, you did. I got the text message right here.
Pinocchio, show them.
Show. I'm not showing anybody. I'm just saying, you told me put us on a baseball field in a thumbnail, or put a logo, or blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying.
Okay, Pinocchio, your nose is growing through the computer screen.
I'm just saying. Before, all right, let's get into the topic, because I don't want this whole episode to be like, oh.
Okay, you don't want the entire episode to be you being wrong.
Always, okay. Half the time I'm right, half the time I'm wrong.
All right.
But this time I'm right.
Okay, you can say whatever you want.
Hey, don't shake your head back and forth.
All right, first topic of the day. Atlanta Braves outfielder Marcell Ozuna was arrested a couple of days ago for a domestic violence dispute. Truly a gentleman. Truly a real gentleman. Apparently, the guy threatened to kill his wife in the dispute. Authorities arrested Ozuna last Saturday and charged him with aggravated assault by strangulation and battery. This is brought to you by Bleacher Report, by the way.
Should we show the viewers, or
at least
just talk about
reading
it?
his Bleacher Report. They're not sponsoring this video.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the article.
Yeah.
Police report Braves Marcell Ozuna threatened to kill his wife in domestic dispute. What a shame. The guy is actually good, at least at one point when he was with the Marlins.
You know why I'm shaking my head, right?
It didn't even crack the top 10, but okay. Explain.
What? The reason why I was shaking my head, or?
Yeah.
The reason I was shaking my head is because this is not good news.
Oh no, not for him. He's gonna be sitting in jail.
Not for him. I'm just saying. When you look, like, that's not the right way to, treat a girl.
Talk to literally anyone.
Like, talk to a girl. Like, that's not the right way. That's not the right way. I just want to point that out. Okay? And
it's not really the way you should talk to anyone, I think.
Yeah, not the way you should talk to anyone. Like,
right.
Like, I think, I'm just going to say this. I think that's not the right term,
Yeah.
to say something like that. Because you wouldn't, like, all I gotta say is about this is that, like you said, he was a decent player for the Marlins, right?
Yeah. Now, if
So
that was a couple years ago.
a couple of years ago, he was. But I think now that you explain all of this, that's not a right term to say that to a girl, to a guy, anything, any that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely think, that's a bad call. That's a bad call. Because I wouldn't say that to, let me just, a girl or, anybody. You
Especially
know,
your wife. Like, my gosh, dude.
like, like your wife, like that's another point. But like, this is like to me as a player, this is not good news to put out there, and that's not a good way, you know,
Right.
to show kids that look up to you and want to play where you at, you know, that's not a good way in terms. And I actually think, you know, I don't know what it's going to be like, but that's just not the right term to say.
All right.
And
Oh, all right.
your take.
I gave my ticket, ding dong. I went
You,
right before you.
what did you say?
Yeah, I said basically this guy's an idiot.
He's a knucklehead, idiot, whatever you want to call him,
Yeah. Anyway,
because that's not right to talk to
all right.
a
Anyways,
girl or
you know who else I think is a real idiot right now?
who.
The White Sox manager Tony La Russa. A couple of weeks ago, hit a couple of weeks ago, and his team was playing the Minnesota Twins, and they were up like I want to say they were up 15-4 or something crazy like that with a couple of innings left to play. So the Twins sent a position player out to the game or out to pitch because they basically gave up on the game already at that point. And this one hitter for the White Sox. His name is Yermin Mercedes. He he gets into a 3-0 count, so 3 balls, no strikes. And the position player pitcher just lofts a pitch. It was something at like 47 miles an hour. It was like in the 40s, and he just lobs it there. And Mercedes swings and demolishes the ball to he demolishes a home run to center field. And that pissed off his manager La Russa because apparently there's an unwritten rule that says that when you're up when you're up by more than 10 runs, you are not supposed to swing at 3-0 at a 3-0 pitch, or you're not supposed to hit a home run off of it. keep in mind, La Russa came from a period of time where baseball players were tough. I mean, if La
What, you
Russa was so
saying you're
tough,
not tough?
what? What?
I said you're saying baseball players aren't tough.
No, I'm saying Tony La Russa is not tough. I'm saying that if you believe in these unwritten rules and call yourself tough, but you freak out when someone swings at a 3-0 meatball. No, you're not. I I don't think that. I don't think that shows strength. And I think that shows. I think that shows weakness.
All right, so
Hang
my
on.
take.
I'm not quite done yet.
Uh, uh,
This LaRussa's actions actually pissed off his own many of his own players, and some of them were pitchers as well. And and they basically said, "Dude, like they gave up on the game. Why on earth do you care if we're padding our stats? Like on top of that, it was a meatball. It was an absolute cookie, a pea shot, whatever you want to call it. The ball was asking to be demolished."
all right, all right,
These
Mark,
unwritten rules
Mark.
are whack, and not in a good way. All right, you can go now.
All right, so my take is, some I can say for all of us that play sports can get a little bit mad, and a little bit frustrated when the game is on the line.
Yep.
Because you don't know if you're down 20, 10, we
Right.
can go up there. But like you said, his teammates, yeah, they're going to be mad. His teammates is going to be mad at him. Because he simply, if he's the leader of that team, he simply gave up on his guys. You know what I'm saying? Because if you
Yeah,
give,
but I'd prefer to say that he believes in old narratives that need to die and get out of the world of baseball just like him.
but back, I totally agree with you on that. But back to my take. If he like gave his teammates gave up on him, that's not showing that he's a good teammate, a good leader, whatever.
He almost divided the clubhouse.
But I just think, you can't give up in a game because there's time left to come back.
That is true, and especially since it's baseball, there is no
Like there's
there is
not
no
any
official clock,
knucklehead
and plus it's not like teams haven't scored 11 or 10, 11, 12 runs in an inning before.
or 20.
It's, hey, it's not impossible.
Hey, it's not impossible to score 20 home runs.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of home runs, Albert Pujols signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers after being cut by the Los Angeles Angels. This could be a good thing for the Dodgers if Pujols can hit again. he wasn't hitting it very much for the Angels, and that's why he was cut. He almost hit a hit his first walk off home run as a Dodger a couple nights ago, but the outfielder robbed him of that opportunity, and the Dodgers ended up losing the game.
I saw that game. I think I saw it. I can't remember.
Ah, overall, I think Pujols looks good in Dodger blue, but he's just not gonna he's just not gonna be the same Pujols he was with the Cardinals, or even his earlier time with the Angels. All he's
Okay.
doing is all he's doing now is going for as many home runs as he can get, and I think that's pretty
The
obvious.
question is, can you break Barry Bonds or Jared Jeter?
Uh, Derek Jeter was never much of a home runs guy, whereas Barry Bonds was so full of juice, and if you if you beat him if you beat him in anywhere with the pitch, he probably wouldn't have felt it, but he'd still probably go and rip your head off.
Do you think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame?
That's an excellent question. He did cheat, but he did have some very impressive home runs. And
He really did. He really did.
thing is, though, if he didn't, even if he did not cheat, he might still have been one of the home run leaders. Maybe not the top dog, but probably top 10.
Okay, so my take
Yeah.
on Albert is I thought for a second there, Mark, you were going to put your fanboy hat on, your fanboy hat on for the Indians. I thought you were um because like you said, he hasn't been the same with the Cardinals. Well, he's not going to be the same player with the Cardinals, with like he was with the Angels. And
Mm.
now that he's with the Dodgers,
He's starting his career with the Cardinals.
he did.
Yeah.
But now that he's with the Dodgers, does this make sense to me? Um, it kind of does. It kind of does because when you look at it, like you said, the Dodgers are they on? I know that does. I know that the Dodgers almost made it to the World Series last year, if I'm not mistaken.
They did make it to the World Series last year. As a matter of fact, they won it. They won the World
Yeah,
Series.
so he's going to a championship contender. He wants to get a ring. I think this is his only shot, in my opinion, for him to
He
get
has a
a.
ring.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he won it with the Cardinals in 2011.
I think he wants to get another ring. He wants to get another ring. So I think will he hit a home run? Maybe.
Oh, he'll hit home runs in. I think he's just going for stat padding
Yeah,
at this point.
I think the same thing. Like you said, he's going for a second, but it is It is a great move to me.
Yeah. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for this episode of the mj&ty podcast show. Thank you all so much for listening. If you were able to sit through all of our horrendous takes, and you're still here, thank you very much. Even if you left already, thank you very much. Drop a like, drop a comment, send us a tweet on the Bird app, and we will catch you all next week, as long as you all keep your heads in the game.